Well, what are we doing here tonight? Well, we're taking off somebody's screwed up homemade Power Beyond plate that they made for this tractor that has been a leak ever since I got it and didn't know where the leak was. Well, I found it. So we're taking this off. We got the right piece to put on here now. So I'll bring you back. It's kind of hard to do this with too many, with one hand on a camera and one hand on the ratchet. I guess I can ratchet, but you don't need to sit and watch that. Most of you guys all know how to run a ratchet. So anyway, I'll bring you back here and show you what's going on. There we are. That is the right part in there. I'm going to leave these loose for right now because I got a couple adapters. I got one coming to the auto parts store tomorrow. I had one, but I didn't have another one, so they ordered it, didn't have it overnight for me, so we'll hook that up tomorrow and we'll have our Power Beyond again. But I want you to notice that plate, how thick it is. And besides, I should have taken a shot of it before I put it on, but it's been machined in the back and it's got O-rings just like Valve Bank usually does. And then we've got Backwoods Billy here. This is what was supposed to work here. I mean, we got the silicone half-filled port and tube of RTV, and I see some cardboard in here, so I must have got the back cover off the Summit Racing catalog or something to do that. The holes are so you can't hardly turn the bolts in them because they're so tight, so don't go one size over. So the fittings well fit in. I mean, that's some interesting, but the main thing is that thickness. There's a reason why that's that thick. It has 3 bolts holding it in there. That's got to be a true surface. That's got to be well sealed. There's 2,000 pounds of pressure on that when you're running anything on the Power Beyond. Or 1750 or whatever. I can't remember what these are. I think that's around 1750 is what the true number is. But, so, and that is a piece of 3/8 plate. Well, I don't know anybody, I don't care who the machinist is, can't get a piece of 3/8 plate to true up. You can maybe true it up, but, if it had 10 bolts holding it or something, it probably would have held. But so that was that. Well, and I'll bring you back and show you the rest of the stuff here I've got for you. Well, it's the other thing I wanted to show you. This is what I got. This is the place I got that kit from. And I found this, it was an envelope inside of the thing. And this is, well, if I can get you out here, he sent me a note. He said, I ran out of 90-degree fittings this week. One is used with a new O-ring. Thanks, Glenn. 800-831-9290. Also, a 5 to make up the difference. Now, I thought that's pretty good business, He didn't have it. And the fitting he sent me, it maybe was, I just wondered why he had 2 different fittings there. It didn't even look used. He cleaned it all up, put a new O-ring on it, on the male boss end. And, I mean, could have fooled me, but I didn't even have to use this one because I did have a new fitting. That was a common fitting I used to use on one of my old pieces of logging equipment. That was in the delimbing head on it, had that. So it was one I had common, but so if you guys ever want one of these Power Beyond kits for an international, there's the place to deal with them. I got it through eBay. There's 2 with the fittings, bolts, the complete kit. I think, if I remember right, it was like 2 with the shipping. It was $280, and I was pretty impressed. I mean, that's pretty good business to send me a $5 bill. He could have just thrown the fitting in there and walked away, and he didn't have to do that. So and Glenn is the guy you want to talk to there. But yeah, no, I'm real happy with the piece he made there. And it's funny though, that shipping, it came through the mail. It's in, Dunlap, Iowa. Well, Dunlap, Iowa isn't far from Omaha. So it's central western Iowa to northern Minnesota. Through the post office, it took 7 days. Unbelievable. Now you got to remember, back when the Pony Express ran, they ran from St. Louis, Missouri to San Francisco in 10 days. So I don't think we've really gained a lot here. But, well, just a little short video on that when I get it all hooked up there when my fitting comes in. This is the other. I needed another one of these. It's just a JIC to male pipe, or female pipe to female JIC adapter, and I only had one here, so I got to get another one of those, and I'll have her hooked up, and we'll be back in business again. So, well, thanks, everybody. I hope this helps somebody if they're looking for doing one of these. I like the Power Beyond because then I don't have to unplug the loader every time I want to run something behind. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.